And what future with AI? We live in times of profound change. We know enough about our past, but we can no longer clearly imagine what the course of the future could be. It seems fleeting, almost elusive, because it requires an effort of imagination to which we are not accustomed. Artificial intelligence has entered our lives without us realizing it, in a silent way. But at the first false step, the one that gave us a glimpse of those previously unexplored horizons, it exploded, annihilating us. Predictions and projections are in abundance. Suddenly we have become the prophets of our future, or at least we believe we are, because no one, not even the most prepared, can guess what reality is hidden behind this screen of dazzling colors and indefinable shape. If we consider that the internet, with social media and freely accessible multimedia content, has managed to weaken media such as television and paper press, it is quite complicated to imagine how the reality of the days that await us could be restructured. How will communication be managed? Will AI agents take care of it? Will they be able to do it autonomously, or will they be driven by increasingly less visible but still present potentates? What will be the new meaning of words like freedom, democracy, law, and many others that are the basis of our imperfect coexistence? Will we be lulled into the soporific embrace of technology to the point of elevating it to an element of vital importance like air and water? When artificial intelligence has allowed us to take steps that were unthinkable until yesterday, we will not be able to let it get out of our car like any other passenger, because the car will be driven by its commodities. Already now, although not always precisely, it answers complex questions without huffing and puffing, without making us feel the weight of its knowledge. He is always present, IH24. Tireless, always friendly and available like a friend who has never existed on the face of the earth. So, what kind of future awaits us? Will there be the social Facebook also for our personal AI? And it will be so pervasive that we will forget that all our AI are based on a single computer code, capable of standardizing our desires, our aspirations, and our potential. Looking at the issue from an ethical religious point of view, one could say that artificial intelligence is like a supermoto JP capable of running at the speed of light, a motorbike that requires the pilot to have adequate skills, and, more than anything else, a kit that allows him to emerge unscathed from an impact at that speed, since the moral is always the same. The easiest and most immediate path is very comfortable, but lacks the preparation of those who travel it. The real risk is that of seeing the nuances of our way of being conveyed into a single flow, without knowing whether at the end of which they will be able to reopen in a new, colorful and richer range of knowledge. Fear, therefore, does not reside in the nature of artificial intelligence, which, however much it may evolve, would have vital needs different from ours, just as we distinguish them from those of ants. If anything, the problem lies at the root of our unpreparedness, of the lack of that evolutionary leap that requires times marked by generational growth, divided into decades or perhaps even centuries. Therefore, the risk of ending up as human waste in the suburbs of a favela, or living peacefully in the path of a fulfilling reality, is all in our hands. Is there perhaps a cart before the horse? One wonders when observing our inability to give ourselves the answer. If machines replace us in repetitive and alienating jobs, our commitment will have to be directed solely to knowledge to try to preserve the balance between what is real and suited to our nature, and what the opportunities of knowledge itself will allow us to dare. Artificial intelligence, if we learn to control our distraction, could reveal itself as a global alter ego, a teacher who does not take us by the hand, but shows us the path along which to grow in awareness and responsibility, avoiding getting lost in irrelevance.